Hey everyone, my name's Andrew with University Apartments. Thank you so much for joining me on this virtual tour of the Mojave. I'm just going to dive right in and get started. So this is the exterior of the building. It's a 6-unit building with two 4-bedroom units on the lower level, and each of the two higher levels has 5-bedroom units. To give you a bit of history, we're going to go back in time a little bit. Before we bought the building, it was in really rough shape. It used to be like a factory of some sort, I think maybe textiles. So the building was kind of not in great shape. Our plan was to tear it down and build something brand new, but because of some historical significance that the building carries, we weren't able to do that. Luckily, though, because it was a factory, there were workers inside, they didn't have AC, it did have these like really big openings for the windows. So we were able to maintain that and sort of maintain the character of the building after we renovated it. So this is kind of what it looks like midway through our renovations. As you can see, all those gaps where the windows were, we were able to keep, which translates into huge, huge windows in your living room and bedrooms in the unit. But everything else we absolutely gutted. So the inside, we took it right down to the bare bones and then rebuilt everything from scratch. So this is what it looks like today. We still have the original character of the building, those great big windows that I love. We added some outside lighting and some security cameras on the corners for your security. To give you an idea of what the neighborhood looks like, it's located in the Plateau, so it's just on the near side of campus to the Plateau. It's about a 10 to 15-minute walk to campus. You've got the Saint Laurent Metro station right down here. You've got Cafe Campus just around the corner, and you've also got Mckibbins walking distance from your unit. It's a really great neighborhood because everything you need is just steps away. You've got lots of parks, tons of places to eat, tons of places to go out and party at night, but you're also really close to campus. So you can walk to campus from here. If you're running a little bit behind, there are tons of bus routes that you can take, or you can hop over to Rue Saint Laurent and grab a Bixi bike, and you'll get to campus in like 5 or 6 minutes on a bike. So the inside of the units, let's start in the foyer. Like I said, we gutted everything inside the building, so everything is brand new from floor to ceiling. Speaking of floors, they are polished concrete floors throughout the entire building, which is great because they keep sound and heat where it's meant to be. It makes it really efficient to heat the building this way, and it means that you're not going to hear your neighbors above or below you. If they drop something on the floor or if they're walking heavily, you won't know it. Each of our units has 2 bathrooms. We have loads of storage all over the place. One of the key design considerations for this building was adding storage at every opportunity we had. When we were designing the building, we spoke with a lot of students about what they had in their current homes and what they were missing. And a lot of people mentioned, I need a lot more space to keep things because unlike a family living situation, you have duplication. So you might have 2 bottles of ketchup and 2 jugs of milk, or 6 or 7 shampoo bottles when you've got 5 people living in one space. So every time we got the chance, we added storage under the sink, above the sink, and this custom storage unit above the toilet. It's actually way deeper than it looks in the tour here. There's tons of space to keep stuff there. So like I said, there's 2 bathrooms. They're identical. They're both the exact same, just shifted around a little bit. So they each have that beautiful corner shower with the rainfall shower head. Lots of good water pressure here too, as it's a brand new building. And they both, every room actually has electric heat. So you can set the temperature a little bit toastier in the washroom if you want to get out of the shower and be a little bit warmer, or like a little bit cooler in your bedroom if it helps you sleep. So just as you walk in here, you've got the intercom for the front door. You've got some coat hooks there to keep your coat. And generally we see people put like a shoe rack down here. So now we're in the kitchen. All stainless steel appliances, stone countertops, easy to keep them clean. They look really nice, they work well. And we have, again, some more custom furniture here. This shelf was designed to fit right in that enclave there. We thought it would be used for like pasta and like cans of sauce and other shelf-stable foods. What we end up finding is that most students end up keeping bottles here. So you've got your empty bottles up top and then, full bottles in the bottom. I guess that's one thing we didn't anticipate, but if it works, it works. So in the kitchen, one of the other considerations we made was we found that students were saying fridge space is really at a premium. Because you've got that duplication, you've got multiple people buying the same thing and they need places to keep it. We actually ended up going for a wider and larger fridge than normal. So it doesn't show up as big in the photos as it is in real life, but it's a much wider fridge than normal. And that gives you loads of space in the fridge and freezer to keep all your food nice and cold. We also added a dishwasher here. That's awesome for when you have, people who have different schedules and they may not always get to their dishes on time. That was one of the reasons that a lot of people had issues with their roommates when we were talking with them, was that dishes were piling up. So having a dishwasher really helps to keep everything tidy and keep everyone happy. So all the furniture that you see here throughout the whole unit is included. Stuff like the artwork on the walls is obviously going to stay. The window coverings is going to stay. Some of the smaller things may not. So like the little decorations you see on the table, maybe some of the plants will or won't be there. But generally speaking, the bigger pieces of furniture will be there when you move in. We're also including a TV, so it's a flat screen mounted to the wall. It's a smart TV, so you can put your Amazon, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, whatever, Crave TV, sports streaming, it'll all work on this TV here. A lot of the times people will turn the couch 90 degrees, put it this way to sort of close off the living space, make it feel a little bit more cozy, and then put another piece of furniture in there as well. You're totally welcome to do that if you like. So these are 5 bedroom units. The bedrooms are mostly the same. There's a few small differences between them. One of them might have a larger storage unit, or one of them might have a larger desk, depending on the orientation of the room. But they all have a 3/4 size bed, either a 3 or 4 foot desk. All of them have windows that open, curtains as well, of course, blackout curtains to keep it dark when you need to sleep. And they all have a digital thermostat, so you can set the temperature to whatever you like inside your own room. Taking a look at another bedroom now. So this one has the larger storage unit and a slightly smaller desk. There's still enough room at the desk to have a textbook open and a laptop beside it. So if you're studying and reading from a textbook at the same time, you can absolutely do that. We designed the beds so that there would be enough room between these two posts and from the floor to the bed so that you can put a large piece of luggage underneath. So that way, if you're here for 4 seasons, you can put your winter stuff in a piece of luggage, shove it under the bed, and it's out of the way. And then when the seasons change, you just swap it out. We actually found some students a few years ago who were willing to let us into their living space and actually allowed us to look at their clothing and see what kinds of clothing they had. So we were able to count how many pairs of jeans, how many shirts, do you fold your pants, do you hang them, how many dresses, how many pairs of boots, that sort of thing. And we custom designed these storage units so that there's a space for everything and there's enough room for you to keep all of your clothing in the storage unit here. Each room also has one of these cradles beside the bed. So it's got a spot for you to hang your phone, and it's got a USB port built in, so you don't have to keep track of your wall adapter. So that's the inside of each unit. In the basement, what's not pictured here is there are 2 washers, 2 dryers, and a room for bicycle storage, or you could also use that room for like storing a couple pieces of extra luggage if you need the room. So that's the unit, guys. If anyone has any questions, I'm always happy to take questions. Please feel free to reach out. If you'd like to come see the place in person, let me know. We'll get you in to see it right away. Thanks so much for joining me, guys.